Hi, everyone. Okay, let me just grab my questions. Now, I know I always say this, there's this fundamental law, there's a principle, that kind of thing. And it's about knowing who's got your back. So who's got your back depends on the animal you sit on and then the rest of the elements in your own chart. And your back represents as in your back, it represents your the past. And so if you're living with negative past experiences, you're going to relate to that in that sense. But also your back, the back is the back of your home, that's the mountain. And so that mountain is what keeps the stability, the security, the white picket fence type thing. Everything is hunky-dory, yeah, that sort of thing. And so we are talking yin and yang also when we're talking about the 5 elements. So yin people are more in, yang people are more out. Yin, if all your animals on, where you are born, hi Liz, if all your animals are yin, then you're a more subtle kind of a person. If all your animals and characters are yang, then you're more open and outgoing at the same time. Okay, so that's one question done. Some elements, yes, some elements do need to be nourished. Some elements need to be exhausted, and some elements need to be disciplined. And especially those that are saturated, they need a lot of help in that way. So when I talk about elements as in saturated, it can be you're a wood person and you have 3 fires and 2 metals. So the metal is controlling the wood and the fire is totally draining you because it's going to burn you out, that sort of thing. So you become saturated and it's like, coming up for a breath of air every now and again. So in pillars, once I know what element you are, once I know what you sit on, once I know how many ticks are in the rest of the chart, hi Anna, once I know all of that, then I know what to do. Whether again, if you are wood and you are weak, I will give you some water and I'll give you some metal to hold that water and that water to nourish you. But if this wood is very, very strong, then we're going to give you some fire and earth because you need to work hard. You need to get it all out. Otherwise, that wood will just become lazy, good for nothing wood in that way. So each element can be strong, weak, balanced, unbalanced, exceptional, deficient, excessive, I said. But once we work out what type you are, then we know we can predict for you what you need, etc. And so it plays, that influence of the energy plays the biggest part of your life. People say our life is short. It's actually the longest thing you'll ever do. And I've said that before. So then on a daily basis, I come here and I tell you what's going on. Then you have a look and you say, okay, today is this, today is this, today is this. So you've worked it out because I've told you. If you don't have one of these, then you have the bigger charts, which I don't have one in front of me. You have the other one that's a full reading. So these I give out for the workshops, etc. And from that, you understand your favorables and your unfavorables. Okay, and Sam mentioned that on the radio, excuse me, thank you for that, Sam, mentioned about people's homes, that people's homes are getting smaller per square metre. I did speak about that at the workshops this year, and because it's all about the earth, it's about what we're building now, etc. And there was a joke made in one of the lessons that, we will be in boxes. That's not a joke. Yeah, that's actually coming because that earth is creating, it's building its own mountain. So when we build that mountain, it is people stacking on top of each other. It's like when you look at a mountain and you just see houses, 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 but now it's on top like that. So that is what the energy gives you. The other is living with your own mistakes and then learning from them. That is in your chart. The mistakes you make are in your chart. When I do a reading, I go through from the beginning to where they are and further. And then clients understand themselves better, because that is what actually happened. But what ends up happening is people blame themselves. So the lesson is there. It's whether you learnt it. If you didn't learn the lesson, the next time that clash or the penalty comes along, you are going to feel it. Okay. I'm sure I've answered that before. I'm having deja vu. Okay. For people that keep saying the wrong things, etc., that's your expression. So you either drain that expression or think first. Okay. So I'll give you an example again of this. Hi, Judy. So here's the wood. The water for this wood is its thinking. So if there's no water in this, then this wood becomes not flexible. It becomes rigid and not flexible. And so if there's a lot of ticks in this fire, then what actually ends up happening is you say before thinking. And there is a saying, a good man in Chinese, I'm sure it's Chinese, let's say it's Chinese, a good man apologizes for the mistakes of the past, but a great man corrects them. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, the other is how will you feel secure in your own home? Everybody has a history. So the things you went through either supported you or drained you, etc. So you've already learned how you get security. You know, the white picket fence is not just security, that sort of thing. How you get security as an element, that's up to you. The other thing is, if you allow people in, and I'm not saying, you know, don't allow people in, but what ends up happening is you know that person is going to drain you when they've left, etc. Then you have to work out something how to bring you back. And a lot of people just feel so exhausted. The thing with that is, I actually do this after most of my workshops because I just give, and everybody is taking all a beautiful energy. And I'm okay with that. And then when I go home, I put my feet in warm salt water. And it's just, I can't tell you. Salt by nature and water by nature in every philosophy, every religion is a cleanser. So it removes any attachment you might have, and it removes the negativity. Okay, it's not the feng shui or pillars side of this. This is just salt. Salt has this, and I have spoken about this too. No, this is not deja vu. I have said it. Go back somewhere. Binge watch and find it. Anyway, so that's how it works. For all of you that I've sent to, I haven't finished sending out to everybody for the dates. Please check your junk folder, because we thought we'd fixed it, but so many of you have replied that you've got the email in your junk folder. And please let me know. I've asked on the email to let me know. If you haven't got one yet, either in junk or normal, it is coming. I think I'm only up to O or P. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm only allowed to send so many a day. I do need to know, because what I thought that I got was going to work, it obviously hasn't, because so many people did get it in their junk as well still. But I do need to know, so I can sort of, I don't know, percentage-wise or whatever they call, whatever they need to know to fix it for me. Okay, and I really only send you 1 or 2 emails a year, and one of them is about the workshops or whatever else is on. Okay, as I said before, it is the 20th, it's been 20 years. My daughter turned 20, and it's 20 years. So it's 20 years since I decided I'm going to do this. You know, I learned it previously for, I don't know, 8-something years, I guess, and it was just a hobby. So to kind of mark that in a way, I am doing readings, and I'm doing the readings at 50:30. So when I do that, I will let you know. Or if you are interested, just text me, email me, and I'll let you know exactly how much it is. And it's going to be in January, and it's the second week in January. But what I've also done is invited the girls that have helped me out already at every fundraiser I've I I've done at home, and they're all going to have one whole day of just doing readings. They may discount it, etc., but a whole day. So if you had a coffee cup reading and you thought it was amazing, or you had a tarot reading and thought it was amazing, and you only had 10 minutes of it, and you would like to have more than 10 minutes, then also let me know. But I will let you all know who's having what on what day. What a lovely colour. Yeah. So, and I will do that. So everybody will actually have one whole day where they, if you want all of them, and you can come every day to have a different reading. I will let you know pricing, and I'll let you know times, etc. So that's what I'm doing. It is the second week in January that this is happening. It is happening here in my house in Bandura. And yeah, all this is happening in this house because of the energy in this house. So I call it a halfway house. So thank you, Anna. So are you. All right. So that's it. Now I'm going to post on another page. All right. Have a great day. And I love the questions. I know I'm repeating myself in a lot of them, but if this is what you want, this is what you want. All right. Have a good day, guys. You too, and bye.